Hollywood Unzipped, scene one, take one.
Welcome to Hollywood, where there are more stars than there are in heaven. Sadly, Hollywood isn't in heaven, it's in LA, where there are plenty of stars, all right, but they're all coated in a filthy, polluted smog of their own creation. And frankly, dear viewer, it stinks. So it's time for Hollywood Unzipped to clean up this godforsaken town. Irony. Hollywood may well have more stars than there are in heaven, but it also has more drugs than there are in Colombia, more sex than a Jackie Collins novel, and more money than it knows what to do with. In fact, Hollywood wrote the book on Scandal, and then bought the movie rights, toned it down a bit, changed the ending, and got Spielberg in to direct it. So don't watch that. Watch our uncut, unzipped version in decadent smellorama. Our story begins, as many Hollywood stories do, at the casting session. As old as the Hollywood Hills themselves, the casting couch is our budding Unzipped movie star's fast-track route to stardom. Who needs to go through the frustrations of the casting session when you can get the part by agreeing to a rather more private performance with a Hollywood mogul?
Hiya, baby.
Hey, give the gal a chance.
But sometimes you're not even given the option. This was the case with 50s B-movie starlet Jeanne Carmen when she was made an offer by a producer whom she refused to name.
I said, where's the script? I'd like to look it over before I read. And he said, it's over there on the couch. So I walked over to the couch, and I heard the door click. Well, from that moment on, it was a big wrestle to get out of there. At one point, he took his pants off, and he's standing there in the nude, and I thought, this is my chance, so I just grabbed him by the you-know-what, and I squeezed so hard that he let out a yell.
Jeannie's most bizarre casting couch experience was with the legendary reclusive movie mogul, Howard Hughes. The millionaire businessman and producer of The Outlaws and Cock of the Air kept pestering the young Jeannie for a screen test.
So I went in the bedroom, I changed into the hose, the high heels, the spiked black heels, the satin dress. And, I got up in front of this mirror and did my thing and put on my dress and then went back out and waited for Howard. Howard never came. This went on and on and on, time and time again. And I thought, okay, I'll give it one more shot. While I was looking in the mirror, fixing my stockings, I heard this little noise behind the closet door. And I started pushing. I sort of kicked it. All of a sudden, the door opened, and here's Howard sitting in a chair, buck-ass naked, playing pocket pool without a pocket.
After what seems like a lifetime of sliding up and down Dame Fame's greasy pole, our unzipped movie star has finally made it onto the Hollywood A-list. And once you become a player, the first thing you want to do is, well, play. And who better to play with than Hollywood's ultimate party girl, Liza Greer. Hello.
Hi.
The chief perk of making it big time in Hollywood is that life seems to become one long party with the beautiful people.
Listen, I'd like to think that the girls that I dated were with me because it didn't matter what I did. If I drove a truck, it would be the same. Of course, it's nonsense, but I'd like to believe that.
But whereas most male stars are happy to share their pleasure with one special lady friend at a time, our unzipped movie star prefers an all-you-can-eat sexual buffet. The chief caterer is Liza Greer, who serviced the stars until she kissed, told, and with her friends published a book naming names which sent Hollywood's great and good rushing to their attorneys and sex therapists. But if the star of shampoo preferred to just wash and go, what of Hollywood's other legendary lovers? Well, golden oldie Errol Flynn more than measured up, supposedly.
I believe in you. Whatever you do must be right.
But according to former starlet Jeanne Carmen, sometimes he took things a little too far.
Errol was, he was a fun guy. He was one of the most fun guys I've ever met.
Warner Brothers bring you the flaming story of the Sea Hawk.
One night he invited me to his house, and I thought we were going to go and make mad, passionate love. And we get there, and he says, well, I want to show you something. Come upstairs.
My men follow without question.
He opens up this door, it's like a trap door, and down beneath I look down and there's dozens of people down there, and the naked, you know, boys and girls, and they're all having a big orgy. And he jumped down like a panther onto the bed.
Over the side, men! Borders away!
He kind of went like this to one of the guys and said, "Mind if I join you, old bean?" And I'm going, oh my God, I got to get out of here. This is a crazy house.
There's only one man in Hollywood today who could give Errol a run for his money.
Mr. Jack Nicholson.
Jack's got an unquenchable appetite for women.
He was probably the most charismatic person I had met in my life.
In part 3 of Hollywood Unzipped, a former drug dealer to the stars tells us about Jack Nicholson's bathroom habit.
He straddled the toilet and, you know, we did the lines on the back of the toilet cover.
And we reveal the most debauched man in Hollywood.
The time that I spent around him was probably the most insane, wicked, and self-destructive time of my life.